Today, we're talking about something that's beyond political scuffle. It's about the real threat of war. Kamala Harris has been warning Americans for years that a second Trump term could spark global chaos. Now, with conflict brewing, are we finally seeing what she meant? Flashback to Harris's campaign trail. She sounded the alarm that Trump's obsession with power and military might could lead straight to war. She pushed the message hard. This isn't about politics, it's about America's future. And now, recent headlines about tensions in the Middle East are making her words look disturbingly prophetic. Fast forward, and tensions with Iran and spillover pressures from the Israel-Hamas war have the world on edge.
If this president is thinking about putting us in a position where we're in a war with Iran, the consequences will be absolutely unacceptable and tragic.
Was right about everything.
We have to look at this in the context of other behaviors by this president as it relates to Iran. He took unilateral action to withdraw us from the Iran nuclear deal. Some people liked it, some people didn't. Some people thought it should be stronger than it was, but it was very well negotiated, and people were complying with it. And he pulls us out of it based on unilateral action, frankly, from my perspective, born out of his fragile ego. And everything that we have seen happen since was predictable to one extent or another. Iran poses a real threat to the United States based on its nuclear capabilities. And the negotiation of the JCPOA and that Iran nuclear deal was a smart way to put a cap on that in terms of escalating the threat. And now we look, and then apparently he's tweeting out, this bravado about, lock and loaded. What does that mean? Okay, and also...
Well, it's an implicit military threat that
yes,
the U.S. is going to use. We're going to use U.S. force.
Yes, it is. And again, listen, as far as I'm concerned, this president is motivated by his personal insecurities more than he is our national security. And so what we're looking at is, again, a threat that might be taken seriously. And I would dare to say that that threat was issued without serious consultation with our allies, with our military leaders, with our diplomatic leaders. What are our alternatives? Let's also be clear, if this president is thinking about putting us in a position where we're in a war with Iran, the consequences will be absolutely unacceptable and tragic in terms of the young men and women who are American soldiers who would be sent and deployed into something that was completely avoidable.
Imagine the president said that he would put an end to wars. Instead, however, he decides to strike Iran nuclear facilities, which is going to create a...
Should America get involved in the Middle Eastern conflict?
Probably not. I think we just need to stay out of it.
Stay the hell away. It shouldn't be involved.
Just from a tax dollars perspective, or
just in general? Why would we ever want any conflict at all?
Yes.
Can I ask you why?
Not really.
You don't want to tell us?
I'm a professor at the University of Michigan.
Oh, okay. So you don't want to tell us why? Okay.
No, they need to get the out of everybody's business and stop and mind their business.
Worry about the U.S. before we're worrying about.
We're on EBT.
No, let them do their thing. Let us be cool over here.
This is a statement from Donald Trump. Quote: "We have completed our very successful attack on the 3 nuclear sites in Iran, etc."
Trump's militaristic rhetoric is ringing back to America, and Harris's warnings are hitting the news again. From viral videos to hard-hitting articles reminding people she wasn't crying wolf. This isn't just election fodder. When leaders talk recklessly about military glory, the stakes are millions of lives and dollars. Harris might have been dismissed as alarmist, but with a war brewing, who's looking foolish now? Here's the takeaway. When someone warns us before the storm, maybe we should listen. Harris's message was clear. Rhetoric matters. And if we don't face that now, we're the ones paying the price. Do you think Harris was right to sound the alarm? Is it too late to avoid conflict? Let's talk below. If this hit home, slam that like button and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for more no-filter updates on global affairs.
I agree. And I want to tell you something. Not only is this news that I've just heard, the second alarming that all of you have just heard, but it is so grossly unconstitutional. All of you know that the only entity that can take this country to war is the U.S. Congress. The president does not have the right